Who was Barney Thompson in Peaky Blinders? Who eliminated him? Keep watching the video till the end to find out. A new character in Peaky Blinders is always a source of debate. So when Thomas Shelby, Cillian Murphy, went to see an old friend in an asylum in episode 5 of season 5, it raised many eyebrows. What is his name? Thomas Shelby's WW1 comrade and old friend is Barney Thompson. He was certified insane after being admitted to a mental asylum shortly after the war for committing an unknown crime, presumably as a result of his severe shell shock. During WW1, he trained as a sniper with the Royal Marines. He earned a reputation as a skilled marksman, never missing a target, according to Thomas. Barney, who was prone to manic episodes and hearing voices, could only be calmed down by Thomas, whom Barney admired because Thomas was his superior in the war. He indirectly transmitted a sexual transmitted disease to Thomas at some point in France. Barney was key in the assassination attempt on Oswald Mosley at a rally in Bingley Hall after being broken out of the asylum by the Peaky Blinders, tasked with sniping him on stage from a lighting control room. However, he was killed seconds before taking the shot with a silenced pistol at point-blank range. Peaky Blinders Season 6 has finally revealed the person who foiled Tommy Shelby's plan to assassinate Oswald Mosley, and the informant's treachery shows no signs of abating. Although Peaky Blinders is now in its final season, a film based on the Shelby story is in the works. There have been numerous mysteries and double crosses throughout the series run, including a major question from Peaky Blinders Season 5 that now has an answer. Tommy Shelby plots the assassination of fascist Oswald Mosley in the Season 5 finale of Peaky Blinders. The plan falls apart at the last minute, and mysterious forces assassinate ABARAMA Gold and sniper Barney Thompson. The IRA reveals to Tommy in the Season 6 premiere that they were responsible because they needed Oswald Mosley alive. They also informed Tommy that Gray was murdered in order to restructure his organization and keep him in line. Despite this, the informant who revealed Tommy's intentions to the IRA remained unknown until Peaky Blinders Season 6 Episode 5. In Peaky Blinders' penultimate episode, Jack Nelson, who's now working with the IRA, Tommy Shelby, and Oswald Mosley, sneaks up on Billy Great in a public bathhouse. Nelson wraps cutting wire around Billy's genitalia and tells him, "I hear you're the Shelby organization informant." In the Season 5 finale, fans correctly deduced that Billy was the informant. The encounter with Jack Nelson was the apex of a bad day for Billy, who had already been forced to kill a referee who refused to comply with their match-fixing scheme. Nelson coerces him into complying with his demands, which include gathering information on Arthur. While working against Arthur is a risky proposition in and of itself, if the Shelbys discover he's the informant, Billy Great will almost certainly perish. Billy is also responsible for the deaths of ABARAMA Gold, Barney Thompson, and Gray because he informs the IRA and prevents the assassination of Oswald Mosley. Although Billy dislikes violence, his actions result in more deaths than intended. Tommy will meet Jack Nelson and Michael in the final episode of Peaky Blinders. Although Nelson's plan is for Michael to kill Tommy, if Billy tells either of them that he was inadvertently responsible for Polly's death, they will almost certainly hold Billy accountable for his betrayal. Polly warns Tommy in Season 5 of Peaky Blinders that his dreams of a black cat indicate the presence of a traitor. Following the recent revelation about Billy, it stands to reason that he could be the black cat to which Polly was referring. Peaky Blinders Season 6 has proven to be the show's biggest problem and its most difficult challenge after nearly 10 years. The show had modest beginnings, following the Birmingham-based Shelby clan led by Cillian Murphy's Tommy and their criminal exploits immediately following the events of World War I. Peaky Blinders, on the other hand, attracted a huge fan base thanks to its compelling criminal organizations, wars with rival gangs, and flashes of hyper-violence. Peaky Blinders Season 6 is, by contrast, surprisingly slow and decidedly restrained, prompting negative reactions from fans. Tommy's Peaky Blinders Season 6 story is noticeably slower and more contemplative than previous seasons, and so far is distinguished by a lack of severe brutality. In contrast, the season is more introspective, allowing for a deeper look into Tommy's bereaved and war-torn psyche. Tommy Shelby is also a kinder character than he used to be. He began the season for a year sober, having given up alcohol after noticing that he primarily used it to numb himself. In Season 6, his arc focuses on him making one more complicated deal before escaping the Peaky Blinders lifestyle for good. This concept, however, has revealed Peaky Blinders Season 6 issue. Peaky Blinders' main problem is that it can't progress in this way in the eyes of fans because they want it to stay the same as it has always been. After all, Peaky Blinders' success was bloody, violent, and explosive, with main characters killed off as a direct result of the Shelby's criminality, usually thanks to villains with similarly bloodthirsty personalities and limited morality. Fans have complained that Peaky Blinders Season 6 is too slow, owing to the lack of all-out warfare between Tommy and a major foe. Fans crave the violence and gore that was prevalent in the early seasons, that was the work of a younger Tommy, not the one who is now known to audiences. For a story to end, it must move away from the violent beginnings of Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders Season 6 negative reviews are missing the mark. Peaky Blinders is doing an excellent job of growing and evolving beyond what it began as, which is the point of a TV series. Many years have passed in the Shelby's lives, and the characters are no longer who they were when they were younger. Even Arthur Shelby, Paul Anderson, the Shelby with the most violent tendencies, broke down in front of Hayden Stagg, which was far better for his character than if he had massacred him. Arthur has been going around in circles about addiction for a while now, and his collapse in front of Stagg shows how low he has sunk. This is a better fit for Peaky Blinders and represents a distinct evolution for the character. The same is true for Tommy, who reverts to his old ways and murders the Romani woman who allegedly laid the gypsy curse that killed Ruby in Peaky Blinders. But it gives him little satisfaction, and after the act, he destroys the gun he used to kill with because his character has changed so much. The show isn't any less dramatic because of the lack of violence. It's simply a showcase for how Peaky Blinders has evolved. If the story does not progress in this manner and the characters do not grow, the show cannot end, and the wholeness the characters now see cannot be found in the Peaky Blinders old ways. Regardless of the negative reviews for Peaky Blinders Season 6, it would be a disservice to Tommy Shelby and the story if the show did not progress beyond its beginnings purely because fans want to see drama in the form of warfare. Worse, the lack of progress would derail the conclusion of Peaky Blinders Season 6. The Shelbys are no longer working in a small office in Birmingham fixing horse races. Tommy lives in a mansion, has a family, has experienced grief, has a parliamentary seat, and is now working as a double agent for the Prime Minister. The plot has always progressed in this manner, and is now far too delicate to be concluded with a slash of a peaked cap. Tommy Shelby and his Birmingham crew story is far from over. The final chapter of the PB story will take place on film rather than on television, show creator Stephen Knight confirmed in 2021. Season 7 was supposed to wrap up Tommy Shelby's character arc, which included his daughter's death and his difficult transition to a new moral worldview. However, according to Knight, a new season is now out of the question. There will undoubtedly be a film to conclude the franchise. I'm going to write a feature which will be set in and shot in Birmingham, Knight said. And that'll probably be the sort of the end of the road for Peaky Blinders as we know it. Fans can expect the film to be released in either 2024 or 2025, with filming beginning in 2023. And that's all for today's video. Please share your thoughts on Season 6. Do let us know in the comments below. Want to know more things about the Peaky Blinders or Thomas Shelby? Please subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content and latest updates. See you in the next one.